If you're planning a first-time trip to Italy, this is the 10-day travel itinerary for you. With 20 unique and different regions, it can be hard to narrow down which stops to put on your 10-day trip. I used to live in Italy and I've traveled all across the country, so don't worry about hitting all the right spots. I'm going to walk you through each day, city by city, with all the tips and tricks of traveling through Italy. So let's get started. Your Italian adventure begins in Rome, the Eternal City. Now, when most people think of Italy, they think immediately of Rome. When you arrive in the airport at Rome, you have three options to the city center: the express train, the airport shuttle, or the taxi. All three options are great, so choose which works best for you. Usually after a long day of travel, I like to keep it light on sightseeing. So after getting settled into your hotel or Airbnb, take a stroll to see the Spanish Steps and the Trevi Fountain. I would end the day with a dinner and a stop for gelato while walking down the Tiber Road. Day 2 in Italy begins by exploring the Colosseum. I highly recommend booking online far in advance in order to skip the lines. Guided tours can also be a great way to learn the history of the gladiator games and the Roman history at the Colosseum. After you are done, head to the Roman Forum right next to the Colosseum, then walk down to Palatine Hill for breathtaking views of the Forum and the entire city. Next, take a short walk to the Pantheon and marvel at its massive dome, admire the oculus, and explore the tombs of notable figures like Raphael and Italian royalty. Day 3 starts with exploring the Vatican City, which is the smallest country in the world. I strongly recommend starting the morning off by visiting the Vatican museums and the Sistine chapels. There will be long lines for both these activities, so I recommend getting there early and booking far in advance. Personally, I would budget about 4 hours for these activities. In the afternoon, go to St. Peter's Basilica. Make sure to get tickets to the Dome to see some of the best views of Rome. Next, take a short walk to Castel Sant'Angelo. This fortress offers incredible views over the Tiber River and the Vatican. On day 4, you will be getting up early to take a high-speed train to Naples. In the first half of the day in Naples, you will be exploring the city. I recommend spending time in the Piazza del Plebiscito and walking down the historic roads in Napoli. Then, after lunch in Naples, you will take a train from Napoli Centrale to Pompeii Scavi, which runs every half an hour. You will spend the rest of the day exploring the ruins of Pompeii before returning. On day 5, you will be heading north and going on a 2-hour train ride to Florence. On your first day in Florence, I highly recommend starting with the Duomo, and yes, you will need tickets to enter. I also recommend getting tickets with the Bell Tower Pass to get great views of Florence. Then just take a 5-minute walk down to the beautiful Palazzo Vecchio, which is Florence's town hall overlooking a beautiful square. Then end your first day in Florence with a walk across the iconic Ponte Vecchio, which is the only bridge in the city that was spared from destruction during World War II. On day 6, I recommend going to a local winery in the Tuscany region. Tuscany is world famous for its Chianti wines. This region has some of the best wine to offer and is definitely worth the trip. Towards the end of the day, you will return to your home base in Florence. Get a great view of the city as the sun is setting by going up to the Piazza Michelangelo. For your final day in Florence, you will start it off with a visit to the Accademia Gallery of Florence, where the statue of David, sculpted by Michelangelo, resides. Then take a short trip to the Basilica of San Croce while exploring. Then end the day off by going to a pasta making class in Florence. Begin day 8 with a morning train ride to Venice. This ride will take about 2 hours, but is well worth it. As you settle into Venice, you can start to see the city with a water bus ride down the Grand Canal. And you can end your day off by traveling and exploring San Polo. Wake up early for your last full day in Italy. Start off the day by going to the breathtaking St. Mark's Basilica, then walk to see the iconic Bridge of Sighs. After taking a short break for lunch, a great activity is to visit the vibrant and colorful houses in the village of Burano. This is one of the most unique areas in all of Europe. Although it's going to be a bit cheesy, spend your last evening in Venice by taking a gondola ride down the Venice Canal. Finally, on day 10, enjoy your last moments in Italy by grabbing an espresso and walking down the Castello.